Get that black woman out of my salon. I don't care what she claims to be. No reservation, no entry, snapped the salon owner, pointing a manicured finger furiously at the tall, elegantly dressed black woman in a vibrant emerald green suit. The security guard, momentarily stunned by the woman's serene yet unyielding gaze, hesitated before reluctantly moving towards her. The woman didn't flinch. She clasped her designer clutch tighter, watching the guard approach. Her name was Dr. Aaliyah Vance, and unbeknownst to everyone in the high-end salon, she wasn't just another walk-in client. She was the new majority shareholder of Glow and Gray Salons, the very establishment attempting to eject her. The day had begun with a quiet resolve. Aaliyah had flown in from Cape Town on a quiet morning, ready to finalize the surprise acquisition of the troubled salon chain. The board had agreed days ago, a silent transition, a full buyout, and her discreet entrance to assess operations undercover. Her name had been deliberately left off internal memos, just as she had requested. But clearly, someone hadn't received the memo, or perhaps chose to ignore it. The security guard now stood before her. "Ma'am, I'm truly sorry, but Mr. Sterling says—" Aaliyah raised a hand, silencing him. "You're just doing your job. I respect that." She turned her eyes toward the salon owner, who was now storming down from his pristine, glass-encased office above the bustling main floor. His name tag read, Marcus Sterling, lead stylist and owner. His face, red with annoyance, contorted with a barely concealed disdain as he approached. "What part of no reservation do you not understand?" He spat, his voice sharp. "We don't just let people stroll in here, especially not ones loitering outside for 20 minutes. Do you think this is some public rest stop?" "I was reviewing your client intake protocols," Aaliyah replied coolly, "and observing how staff interacted with diverse clientele. I saw two women, both of color, turned away because they had too many questions about natural hair care services." Marcus narrowed his eyes. "Oh, you're one of those. Look, lady, if you're here for some kind of social justice lecture or charity, this isn't the place. We're trying to run a luxury business, not a community outreach center." Aaliyah gave a small, chilling smile. "You'll want to be very careful with the words you choose next, Mr. Sterling." Marcus scoffed. "Or what? You'll write a bad review? Send a tweet? Get real." At that moment, a sleek black Mercedes-Benz S-Class with tinted windows pulled up silently in front of the salon. A sharply dressed man in a tailored navy suit stepped out, holding a tablet. His eyes scanned the commotion before walking briskly toward Aaliyah. "Dr. Vance," he said warmly, completely ignoring Marcus. "The transfer papers are complete. Glow and Gray Salons is officially under your control." Marcus blinked. "Wait, what?" Aaliyah took the tablet, flipped through the documents, and snapped it shut. "Thanks, David. Let's finish up in the office upstairs." She turned to Marcus. "That's my office now." Marcus's mouth opened, then closed. His eyes darted between Aaliyah and David. This must be some mistake. A colossal error. Aaliyah walked past him. "No mistake, Mr. Sterling. You see, I just bought this entire operation. Lock, stock, and that discriminatory attitude included." The air in the salon froze. Stylists who had been pretending not to watch now stood stiff, awkward. The receptionist's hands trembled over the phones. Junior staff eyed each other, unsure of their next move. Marcus trailed her, desperate. "Look, Dr. Vance, I didn't know. If someone had told me you were you, I would have treated you with basic respect." Aaliyah snapped, spinning around. "Is that how you run this place? Selective professionalism based on someone's clothing or, more accurately, their skin tone?" Marcus tried to recover. It's not like that. We just get a lot of people walking in. You understand." "I do," Aaliyah said. "What I don't understand is why the first thing you did was yell. Why you refused to listen. Why you assumed I didn't belong here. That's not policy, Marcus. That's prejudice." Marcus stammered, "Please. I've been managing this salon for 9 years. I've kept it afloat." Aaliyah raised an eyebrow. "You've kept it barely surviving. Your quarterly profits have dropped for 6 quarters straight. Your customer complaints, especially from minority clients, are up 37%. And you have 4 pending HR investigations for discriminatory practices, all ignored. You've been managing, all right, managing failure. Marcus paled. Aaliyah turned to David. I want his exit papers on my desk in the next 30 minutes. No severance. He doesn't deserve it. Marcus stepped forward. Dr. Vance, please don't do this. I've got a family. Aaliyah paused. So did the single mother you humiliated last week for asking about payment options for her daughter's braids. And the young black man you had followed by security because he dared to ask about styling for dreadlocks. This place won't be run by fear or bigotry anymore. She walked to the top of the stairs, turned, and faced the room. My name is Dr. Aaliyah Vance. I'm the new CEO of Glow and Gray Salons. Things are going to change fast. From now on, this salon stands for inclusion, respect, and excellence for everyone. Anyone who doesn't like that can hand in their badge by 5 p.m. The room erupted in whispers, but no one moved. The rest of the day spun like a cyclone. Aaliyah met with department heads, conducted surprise reviews, and invited every floor staff member to an open-door session. By noon, 2 managers, notorious for their biased behavior, resigned. By 3 p.m., 3 customers posted glowing social media reviews about how the new lady boss listened to their specific hair needs, something they'd never experienced there before. By sunset, Aaliyah had already ordered a full audit of hiring and client intake practices, rehired a previously fired stylist unfairly terminated for advocating for diverse hair types, and issued new guidelines to end racial profiling at the door. Outside, a young black woman bought her first high-end product without being scrutinized. Aaliyah stood watching from her new office window, the same window Marcus Sterling had yelled from just hours earlier. Her phone buzzed. It was a message from her mother. Saw what happened on the salon's Instagram Live. I'm proud of you, baby. Aaliyah smiled softly. That night, she stayed back to lock the building herself. On her way out, she bumped into the janitor, a short, elderly immigrant man named Ricardo. Ma'am, he said, tipping his worn cap nervously. I heard what happened. I've been here 15 years. They never let me use the front staff room. Said it was for certified stylists only. Aaliyah paused, then took out her keys. Ricardo, every room in this building is yours now, including the front staff room. And we'll be speaking again very soon. There's a head of facilities role opening, and I hear you're the most dedicated person here. He stared, then smiled for the first time in a very long time. As Aaliyah got into her car, the stars above seemed clearer than ever. Moral lesson: never judge people by their appearance or perceived status. Racism and discrimination in any form are insidious poisons that ruin progress and dim potential. Respect should be the standard, not a reward. True leaders are not those who shout the loudest, but those who listen, embody humility, champion inclusivity, and act justly to empower positive change for all.